You only need 3 occurrences to file a Rico complaint. You need occurrences per entity, per group or organization. You need 3 occurrences that you can document and prove that they were intentionally trying to create some type of a mental, psychological, and emotional unrest. You just need 3. Some of you collective are about to go ahead and file the charges while you're in your situation. Because while you're in your situation and you try to remedy the things that are happening and you're communicating with all of these entities, with all of these leaders, all these individuals, and they're not taking it seriously, they're not doing anything about it, and or they're being lackadaisical about it, and or they're believing whatever lies are being told them by the corrupt people that they're holding in high honor. Okay, whatever the case may be, or it's just their lack of, ignorance, just the lack of knowledge, just the lack of experience and knowledge in such a thing. So some of you, you're going to take it not advantage, you're going to utilize the unfortunate circumstances that you're in, and you're going to utilize the service to go to court, to file, to document everything that's happening, all of the conversations, all of the inquiries, all of the people that are harassing you and following you, taking names, taking pictures, taking data. And you are going to go ahead and get it going. Why? Because this is persisting. It's persisting and it's increasing, and no one's taking it seriously. So, and there's also an energy that's making a plan. As I was doing a reading, there's an energy that's making a plan. Somebody is planning to expose the corruption. Somebody's got the receipts. Bear with me. We'll get into the details. So while we're waiting on all of the details about the reading and all that, let's talk a little bit about, for some of you may step onto the video at some point in history, you want to know, what is Rico? What is a Rico case? What she's talking about, Rico. What's Rico? Okay, well, a Rico charge is something that is basically human trafficking. It's an organized effort by a community and all of the various people involved to target an individual for hire. So that's a form of organized harassment. That's considered a Rico charge. So for whatever the motivation is, whether it is an inheritance, whether it is for a church, a group, an organization, whether it is for, it doesn't really matter. It's the fact that it's done on a community scale and an organized level to create emotional, mental, and psychological unrest. In some cases, physical harm, because they do try to do that in some of the cases where they're tampering with dwelling places. They're paying people to tamper with dwelling places because they're trying to make something look like it's some kind of a fatal or unfortunate accident, that the person gets sick, that they, again, the reason why I do have the reading out, because this is, again, it's gotten out of hand. The history has repeated itself. The targets have attempted to, once again, move on, relocate their lives, taking losses because of this tampering, only to be betrayed by ignorant people and only to land themselves in the same situation with even more greedier people, entitled people, people who are desperate, all of those things. Okay? Possibly a whole town that was already flooded, because if the individual who was, air quote, supposed to be helping the target find a place to lay their head, was the whole time in communicating with the person that's a cult leader or in some kind of cult, so they already, it was already, it's kind of like tainted before it started. It was already set up for that. Okay. while the target believes that they're getting help, air quote, they believe that they're being assisted. No, they're not being assisted, because unfortunately, when they seek out help, these helps be the folks. When they get into all these places, these folks, not all of them, a lot of them, okay? However you all want to look at this, they be involved. You can't afford to not take things seriously. These people have created a narrative that makes it seem like the target is just a drama queen or king. They keep at that. They keep at it. And when you're dealing with a homeless population, then it's kind of easy to lean into, because people have their judgments, you know, it's ignorance. It's the assumption that the homeless, you know, that they're just crazy because of the situation. So what's happening now? You have an energy in the background that's planning to expose this corruption, because they're seeing how sick this is. They're seeing how sick and how depraved and how far this has gone. So they're somewhere trying to figure out how are they going to do this, because it's going to be big. And how are they going to do this because they're implicated in some kind of way. But because, again, they're starting to see, like, this is cruelty. This is sick. This is sick. This is not godly. This is not spiritual. This is not, you know, in honor to the United States. This is none of the things in which, you know, people are trying to convince themselves of. So somebody is realizing that, and they're going to go ahead and they're planning to expose the whole operation. Because it is sick and it is cruel. And these are people, collective, whoever you all are, they don't care about your children. Because most of you have children. And if you don't have children, then you have someone that you have to care for like a child. And all of these people that are involved do not care. They're excited. They got dollar signs in their balls for some of these people. Okay, so they could care less. That's why I said on my earlier video, it's a sad statement, but it's an unfortunate truth. It's a sad one, but it's an unfortunate truth. These people don't care. So there will be energies that care when the time is right. Okay, who gets to sit back and pick and choose whose life is worth, you know, being good? Who gave these people that assignment? Whose kid is worthy of being defended and protected? Who gave people that assignment? Which disabled person is worthy of love and protection? Who gave these motherfuckers that assignment? Rico charge commenced. To me, if it were me, and I'll get into the reading here in a second, if it were me and I was a professional, I would lean into caution. Whether or not, if this person turned out to be a whack job or crazy, I would want to lean into caution, because I would want to save my ass just in case something did occur that I didn't believe would occur. But I would want to save my ass. I would want to cover my tracks There would be no way on God's green earth that I ignore it, that I just dismiss it, that I sweep it under the rug as them being stressed out. There's no way on God's green earth that I would do that, because I would be a wise business person. That's called wisdom. You cover your ass. If the person turned out to be loopy, well, you covered your ass. You didn't sit back, you know what I'm saying, and not take it seriously. Oh, they're crazy. And then when some shit do bust out, it's like, oh, we didn't think it was that serious. Oh, we thought, you know, they said that this person was paranoid. They said this person was crazy. They said this person was just stressed out and bitter and tripping. We didn't take it seriously, you know, because, you know, a lot of people in this kind of situation aren't all there. You see that assumption? But Rico charges is commencing because a mental, emotional, psychological unrest is abuse, and it's under the governing of a Rico charge. A Rico charge is not just the physical stuff like the tampering of mail, that's under the Rico charge. The tampering of dwelling places, that's under a Rico charge. You know, those are not the tampering with technology, that's under a Rico charge. The, you know, the illegal surveillance and all that. It's also the intention to create mental and emotional unrest. So the intention, when you can prove that these people are, and it can be proven with, you need 3 occurrences, that these folks are intentionally, and they're doing it in such a way that looks like everyday life. But if you can govern and document 3 occurrences of them trying to trick you, trying to annoy you, trying to aggravate you, or them sending people, that's a Rico. And if they're doing that to a disabled person, well, that's a special clause of a Rico case. And I've seen several of those. I've got at least 3 occurrences. So collective, what your situation is, you might want to use it to your advantage. Use it to file. Use the downtime, utilize all the resources that they're providing to go and file paperwork. And to log all the activity, because that way you get to file as you're, you know, you get to put all that information in there. What's occurring, you get to document, hey, attempted to communicate with person A, B, C, and D, communicated with leader, so and so and so, informed, blah, 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 that this was happening, blase, blase, and then you can document, and they did nothing. You can document, they ignored you. You can document, they sent you on a wild goose chase. You can document all that. In real time. And then I'm told that the good thing about it is, even once you file, you can still go back and add to it. So let's say you get the initial filing, and you can add as things persist. Whatever this is out of hand. It's a repeat of history. It's out of hand. Every time you try to move on with your life and, you know, accept your losses and all that, you have these weirdo obsessed relatives that's in these cults, these weirdo obsessed extremists or people that are trolling you. You have all these things. So that's why we have somebody. That's why we have somebody. Let's see who is it that's trying to. There's somebody that's planning with that 7 of Pentacles. Somebody's going to gain some wisdom. They're going to go through the dark night of the soul. Something's about to happen. They're going to be betrayed by the Queen of Wands. shit in the world, bitch. They're going to be betrayed by the Queen of Wands. They're going to be betrayed, or they're going to be brokenhearted, or something to that effect pertaining to the Queen of Wands here. And this Queen of Wands could be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. She doesn't have to be, but this is somebody that's definitely, they operate in distorted fire element, and possibly a distorted witch, okay? Which means she's a practitioner, but she's not sound in the mind. Okay, so she doesn't have any balance to herself, any morals, any grounding that kind of stops them from doing some sicko wacko shit to innocent people. Like, they don't have that. But whoever the Queen of Reverse is somebody that's been obsessed with the collective. For some of you, this is your relatives. This is your cold bitch. It's the cold sister, mother figure that's a cult leader that's in the Masons, Eastern Stars, or, you know what I'm saying, that's just connected to the corruption. That's been following your ass around like she's fucking the Notre Dame, the Hunchback of Notre Dame and shit, hoovering your ass shit. By proxy, you know, because that's how they do it. That's how they try to remain undetected. There's a masculine that's going to be betrayed by her, or brokenhearted, because they're going to find out something about the past. Six of Cups, this person could have lied and said that they wanted to recover relationship and stuff like that. They wanted to heal or rebuild with you. They cared for you. They were worried about you. And, you know, they could have said all those things and convinced this person, maybe. And so they did that just so they can get information, because they are obsessed with knowing your business. They're obsessed with knowing where you are, and they're obsessed with trying to harm you and your children. And some of the way they're doing it is trying to make you go nuts, make you go crazy, because nobody believes you, while they got everybody in the Americas or in whatever city you're located in. These corrupt institutions, or, you know, because it just takes one snake. It takes one to be involved, and it spreads like wildfire. Oh, you know, I can get you a job. You know, keep it on a deal, keep it on a hush. And then they'll just have you doing this while you at your regular job. You can get paid for another job while you at your regular. Don't act like y'all don't know, man. If you're from the streets, you should know full well what the hell. You know all about hustle. And you also know that there's corruption out there operating like that. Okay. So these people are hell-bent on making you look crazy, on driving you and your kid crazy, and tormenting you so that you can't stabilize and get a life. Funny how people want to say you should get a life, but you got all these people, you know, if you were to snatch that fake human face off of them, you'd see nothing but a bunch of fucking demons. As they slither around, you know, sniggling and giggling. Torturing disabled people so that they can go pay for their kids' ice skates. Let's see who it is, y'all. I'm curious, because I was like, who? And we do have proof. And then we had the sunflower here. So there's somebody that's currently maybe having sleepless nights. Because this was sick, trying to hurt you, trying to make you sick, trying to dash your dreams, you and your children, trying to defeat you. And this says family, blood ties, inner circle, reverse. But go ahead and get them, Rico. I can't say if I believe that it'll make a difference. I don't really know that, to be honest. Because to me, it's like, what good is it if the whole system's fucked? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know how I feel yet. It's like, for what? This bitch, this nigga, what? I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research for myself to see if there's been any successful Rico cases where motherfuckers got their balls lit on fire. Because some of them, that's what they need to happen. It's because it's sick. This is a sick, twisted game. It's sick. It's sick. Especially, yeah, let's just say that. So let's focus on who is this that's going to, they're plotting. The Seven of Pentacles came out for them. I don't know who it is yet, but there's somebody. It could be the man that gets betrayed by the Queen of Wands, or it could be someone else that know about the man and the Queen of Wands. Okay. Who is this that's currently, when the viewer sees this video, that's planning to expose the whole operation, that has proof? They have full proof of what these people have been doing and what they're planning to do against the collective and the collective's children. Who is it? Show me who it is. Ooh. Okay. So for some of you, let me clarify this real quick. Clarify that. Who is it? Who is it that's making a plan right now? It's like, we finna just go slow this operation because this is sick. Oh, it could be a Libra. I got justice coming out. It could be somebody that's a Libra, or somebody that's in the judicial system, or a family member that's in the judicial system with the Four of Wands. Okay. Ooh. So listen, it's somebody's, either somebody's family member, a Libra, or somebody in the judicial system that's gonna light these motherfuckers on fire. You know, like their ass on fire. Not literally. Okay, so, oh gosh, I forget. Viewer discretion is advised. Blah, 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 blah. I'm figuratively speaking, people. Gee whiz. Gee whiz, man. Because some people be so, I'm like, come on. All the stuff that we see on social media, there's no way we should be taking all this stuff so literal. I see so much trash on social media that make my eyes get even larger than they already are. It's like, I'm like, yeah, so just pipe down already. Okay. So somebody in judicial system. This could be, whether this is your children, I don't know, your children's family, father's side of the family, but there's definitely this energy of something with a house. And I have justice coming in the upright. So for some of you, it's somebody that's in law. And you might not know that you have family that's in law or something like that. Or, oh, that's going to be interesting. Ooh. Or maybe it's an official that's a, you know, with the Four of Wands, I was thinking family, because that's like commitment, house, marriage, family. Okay, could also be twin flamey shit. But truth be told, with justice coming in upright, this is somebody that's integral. If it would have come in the reverse, then I would have been like, what is that? But it coming upright is kind of stating, like, if this person is in the legal system in some kind of way, they're integral. So in other words, they're not biased. They can't be bought with money and gifts and trinkets. Okay, they're not partial. They don't have a favoritism. They don't have any of those things. Okay, so hold on. So hopefully y'all can hear. Who is this? I'm gonna let this shit stay. I ain't even finna trip. Well, I'm gonna let this stay because it's gonna be what I use for the Rico case. Anywho, I'm gonna use it all. I'm gonna use it all. If my life is gonna be terrorized, I am going to use everything. I am going to use and document everything, because that's how deep, far, and long this shit has gone. This is how far they've gone to infiltrate my life and my son's life. They don't have no bottom line that they won't go. They'll use the grandma's granny. They'll use a child. They just do not have a bottom. They don't have a bottom. There's no compass there that says this is disgusting. It ain't that deep. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna use everything. If people come on my social media, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna keep all data for my Rico charge, so that when they start pulling up them IP addresses, on these people's burner phones, before you all formulate an opinion, I always encourage people, you don't have to listen to folks like me. Educate your own self. Stop being just, because how you grew up, maybe how you grew up didn't have no much. Learn something. Okay, so if somebody is in the judicial system, but they're integral, okay? Maybe the spells won't work on them, the manipulation won't work on them, because this is some deep shit here. These people got spells on the judicial system. They got spells on these motherfuckers. And the powers that be know that I'm talking legit information. The ones who say otherwise are simply just not in the know. They're not in the know, and that's okay. Humans, we're quick to say something is crazy when we're not in the know of something. We're quick to say, something's crazy, something's out there, something's stupid, something doesn't make sense when we're not in the know. That's kind of how we're hardwired. Okay. So we got the justice. Let me clarify the justice. Bear with me. I love it. Karmics need an audience to be. When you are what you are, you're it, period. I started that way. I'm going to finish that way, baby. These people mad because it went viral. The channel went viral a few days ago because of somebody's video I shared, and these people are perturbed about it. Yeah, could be an air sign. I'm getting a lot of air. I have Justice and the Two of Swords. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody that was blind to the truth, refused to see the truth. Could also be somebody that agreed to hide something for the Queen of Wands because they were refusing to see the truth about the Queen of Wands. This person could have had domination spell on them or some kind of control, confusion on them, so that they couldn't see the situation clearly. So, okay, I got the Page of Swords and the King of Wands. Now, it may be a male relative for some of you, or just, like I said, a leader, an authority figure that's, possibly gaining the courage, or they're watching something with this Page of Swords. They didn't want to believe that maybe their own family would do something like that to their own family. Because who does? Who wakes up wanting to believe that? Nobody does, not even the target. It takes the target a long time before they're able to accept that it was people that came from their loins. You know what I'm saying? It takes them a long time to just swallow that big gulp, like, bitch, this was just skank ass. Skank ass, man. You know what I'm saying? And I say it in those terms because who seeks to hurt their own child? So my language is fitting for the behavior. It's fitting for the grotesque nature of what's being done here. It's fitting. Who pays people to stalk their own kid or their own grandkid, their own sibling? Who does that? Like, what gotta be wrong with them? What gotta fucking be wrong with them? What's got to be missing in their head, bitch? Where they'll pay people to hurt their own folks because they mad, because they don't want to, because they mad, because come on, man. Yeah, this is somebody who didn't want to believe that your own people would interfere with your life or stalk you or try to entrap you here with the Eight of Swords. But this could be people that found out with this Page of Swords that this is what these people are doing. And that's why they're planning to blow the whole operation. Because they can see it. Now I have a King of Cups. Ooh. I have a King of Cups and the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Three of Wands. Like it was a plan to lie and cause confusion. They lied. They could have even lied about what they did to a King of Cups, which could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer person that they were planning to bind, confuse with the Two of Swords. They hid what they did, maybe to a King of Cups. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this hidden dishonor, Page of Pentacles, and a Page of Wands. Yeah, like they was getting good news off of stealing from you all, lying on you all, sending people. Yeah. This could also be somebody who went to jail or know something about the interference. You're a Queen of Swords. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So we're getting strong air sign, or somebody that's just intelligent. They're seeing things clearly. You know, they're coming out of the confusion and the fog about their family, your family, a family dynamic. Okay. This stalking, this corrupt family, you know, narcissistic. How dare you not want nothing to do with us and continue to be our scapegoat and continue to be our whipping and, you know, continue to let us. How dare you decide you don't want nothing to do with our trashy asses? And how dare you decide to say something about what we did to you and your children? How dare you? We're going to rally the Americas to say that you're such a meanie, bad person. You're so mean and toxic. Yeah. So, we got a masculine. For some of you, it could be either a fire sign masculine or air sign woman that's already planning. They're in the motion of it. They have what they need with the receipt here. Ooh-wee. So y'all, maybe as collective, as you all go forward to take advantage of the situation that they have entrapped you in yet again, as you take full utilization of that and go ahead and get the Rico started. Since they want to fuck with your life and stop you from having one, to stop you from being able to properly have your civil and human rights and privacy, as they persist with trying to make you and your children uncomfortable, you might as well just go ahead and start filing charges. And the corruption that may be in the city, I mean, there's different ways. I don't have all the answers, you all. But I know that there's more than one way that you can file. If you are suspecting the corruption is linked to blah, 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 there's like another alternative, if that makes sense. I found that out when I was in Texas. So maybe, you know, hey, they're going to give you, you know, charge your insurance to give you rights. Hey, bitch, take me to the, I need to file the Rico. So I need a ride. And then as they report that to the cult leader as an informant, to do spell work on you and your children, there's something else you can put on your documentation. Who knew? Oh, now we can trace it back here, because who had access to that? Who had knowledge of that? Utilize it. And then meanwhile, you got somebody that's already got the goods, baby. They already got the goods of what these motherfuckers have been doing and what they're doing and planning to do. This person is repeated, because they had history repeating itself. Card came out. This person has a history of it, a history of doing it over and over and over again. And as I said on another video, until enough people get balls that's full grown and operational, until they get enough balls that's alive and healthy and thriving, and Jezebel don't have her chokehold grip on that ass, until they get that, it's going to this abuse, because they be too scared. And they're also reversing, just in case, like for the ladies, because they just, you know, sometimes it's the men's. Okay, that's the Jezebel. So until these females get enough girl balls, okay, and stop being scared of these bitches. I'm scared of these niggas because they casting spells and sprinkling poison, you know, whatever the fuck, you know, sicko wacko shit. It takes, listen, I know I sound vulgar, but I'm sounding vulgar because the behavior is vulgar. The behavior is volatile, brute, and grotesque that they are executing. That's why I talk that way. I know there are folks out here that's like, oh my gosh, you hear her potty mouth. Oh my God. Yeah, it's fitting. Ain't nothing respectful about how these people are conducting. Ain't nothing honoring to the collective or their children. So my language is matching these people's behavior. My frequency isn't. My vibration isn't. Child. Listen, I started doing this years ago, long before any of these people knew I existed. And as I started, I was doing this with 0 viewers, 0 followers, 0 subscribers. This is when you're dealing with the person who's in something for heart versus clout. Okay? I'm going to school y'all out there. It happened to grow. That was a byproduct. Some of the things, it just so happened over the years. But that the start of it was hard, always hard. I enjoyed it. It was heart and soul. And then people started, that's what happened. And when that's what's ruling you, the trickery of people not watching when they actually are, or the fact that they are manipulating certain shit, don't matter to you. That's a them thing. That's a karmic vibration, baby. Okay? When your heart's your heart, because you know that at some point, someday, the people who need to see what you're doing will see it, and somebody will value it if that's where they're at, and if it serves them how they need it to serve them at the end of the day. That's it. Most of the people commenting on people's shit are a bunch of losers anyway. How the fuck they stalking somebody's social media and got shit to say? Why ain't they on their shit? These are people who've been stealing, chances are, stealing your creativity, stealing your ideas, projecting bad energy, pretending to not do that. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're sitting there on it right now, hoovering. Yes, you do. Okay, so the person that's planning, give me some info on that energy. Let's highlight the good here. The person that's planning to blow the operation. I just saw the name Johnny. I don't know the significance of Johnny, but I see Johnny here for somebody. Maybe that's your name. Give me more goods on them. That's right now they're planning the operation. Oh, it says they want to silence honorable feminine and masculine from speaking the truth because ... hashtag Barbie movie. Okay, so this is somebody who knows maybe they have been bullied. Maybe people have been trying to bully them and silence them. And it's somebody who knows that's what's going on. That's why they're ambushing you, following you around. Like, I get threats. I get death threats. This is what people don't know. If I were to pull my social media comments, that's hidden, but I still get to see it. I get death threats. I get called the N-word. Yeah. People come on here with their whole, they type in the comments the whole Bible and shit, talking about soothsayers. The other day, this is what I thought to myself. Somebody came in here and said something about soothsayers. Soothsayer, the Bible said, woo, woo. The other day, this is what I thought to myself, and I laughed. I said, very well. See, now I'm going to help somebody. Because some of these motherfuckers, what is a soothsayer? Some of these motherfuckers are that, don't even know that that's what they are. Because a soothsayer, in true form, not the distorted trickery form that they would have you to believe. A soothsayer is somebody that is manipulating people with their goddamn mouth. That's a soothsayer. That's somebody who has ill will and hidden dishonor and swaying people because they have the gift of gab. They have the gift of communications, knowledge, and they have a spirit about them that's able to convince people that they, you know what I'm saying? They convince people the sky is whatever they wanted to convince it. That's how deep they gift is, bitch. Okay, they can convince people they can have blood all over them and convince people that they ain't done nothing to nobody. They could have that's a soothsayer because they can soothe your intelligence the fuck out your head with their mouth. They can get you to check out your intelligence and believe what they say versus what you know. That's a soothsayer. That's why I laughed the other day. I was like, well, I guess they should be barbecue balls. Based on their own saying. They should be barbecue nuts. Because they over here manipulating whole cities, bitch. They manipulating whole cities, whole churches, whole organizations, whole all the people, bitch. They over here convincing people lies, convincing people upside down, yo. Upside down. Oh yeah, I forget. I don't have the picture on, so y'all can't see the cards, but because I lifted up the phone like to try to show y'all, but I don't have it showing. Anyhow. So it's somebody that know about it. Boom. Give me their energy. Maybe this person was once upon a time trying to silence you themselves. And this could be like maybe the hard thing that they're trying to implement because they're implicated in it in some way, at least from the past, perhaps. So it's like, how do I do this? Because I was once upon a time being a bully. I was once upon a time being a bully. I was once upon a time trying to terrorize this person to shut the fuck up. Yeah, elites. Look at, oh my God, it says elites, secret groups and societies. Oh, they know they're targeting you because you're powerful. It says they know that honorable feminine is powerful. And they know that she know. Okay, so because they know that you know, this person is, they know that you know, this person knows that they know you know. And as a result, that this is why they come up for you and your kids so strongly. This is why they're driving around like they forgot to take their meds. And I just said that, whoa, on cue. Yo, I didn't know that was going to happen, but it on cue as I made the statement saying as they drive around like they forgot to take their meds around you and your children to basically to terrorize you. This person know that. They know about these groups. Maybe they were a part of the Masons. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Talk therapy. They going to therapy, bitch. Maybe they're talking this out in therapy. This person could be going through therapy because, again, realizing like what these people did to you and your children. It's like to call somebody mental health issues is abuse. It should be looked at as attempted murder. It should. How the fuck you trying to affect somebody's health and well-being, somebody's mama, somebody's daddy, and then you claim your ass claim to be what you claim to be? Come on, I ain't doing nothing. Yes, you did. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, man. Stop lying. Yes, you are. But trying to make it look like you ain't. That's abuse. That's the definition of abuse. Okay, feminine practicing enjoying in the moment. They know that people didn't want you to enjoy yourself, that they targeted anything that you enjoy, and that they're trying to make sure that you can't by sending people all around you. That's what it's about. Sending people to behave and conduct in weird ways to stop you from being able to enjoy yourself. Because everybody in life typically are not being bothered. They go to the library, they go to the gym, they go to do their things. They don't have weirdos hoovering them. That's most average human being. If they're not famous and, you know, shitting gold bricks and kissing Hawaiian punch, you know what I'm saying? You don't have that kind of energy. Every blue moon you'll get a whack job ex, but that fizzles out usually under normal circumstances, right? Some ex that won't leave you alone. It doesn't morph into what this has become. So these people are trying to stop you and your children from being able to enjoy yourself. Have some peace of mind. People not find an opportunity to trigger your kid that's traumatized due to all this shit. The QN, Matrix, bring in the hose. Human, Matrix churn. Trigger target number 2 is hard. It's getting hard to trigger target number 1. So our best bet is to trigger target 2 so we can get to target 1, because target 1 is whooping our ass. Whooping the bejesus out of us. She got an electric fence over her ass, bitch. Bitch got a fence. What the fuck? When we piss her off, our ass get electric current. So target number 2. They're more vulnerable and susceptible. Target them so we can piss her off. So we can piss her off. Hold the telephone, y'all. I'm sitting outside. It's got all kind of bugs. Yeah, even in Cali, they have all kinds of bugs. And where I'm sitting, because I think I'm by the trash can, so I mean, what did I expect, right? Bugs, flies, smoke. And I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke cinnamon. That's something that people don't know. Like it's cinnamon. Like I don't smoke technically. Okay. I don't smoke a nicotine or weed or anything like that. Cigars. Scapegoat. Yeah, this person know that you have been escaping and people keep trying to find ways to find you. Like they keep utilizing, exploiting relationships, exploiting connections, exploiting their religion, unfortunately. That's what some of these people are doing. Exploiting religion, exploiting their belief system, exploiting their position. Okay? This person knows, and they maybe want to help you to escape these people for good because they know that this is not going to stop. They know that these people, it's not going to stop. Give me what they're doing here. That's allowed. That's allowed. Okay, it says colonized brains won't allow them to think differently. Cognitive dissonance. The world. They're going to put something to an end. They're going through and ending themselves, closing out a cycle. They're about to lay it down. They could be suffering a loss. We can reverse all that shit. Okay, Queen of Wands. Yeah, they could be putting something to an end with their, yeah, they're planning to finish her. This person may want to finish her. Or they learned a lesson about whoever this toxic Queen of Wands energy is. They may want to finish her ass. Yeah. This person could have suffered something because of her too. Yeah, they mad. They're angry. I have the Knight of Swords, which could be somebody that wants to move quickly, very upset. They're angry. They could realize this person's got anger problems. They could have had anger problems. This could be somebody that the Queen of Wands basically spell casted and elicited to get upset, to be quick to do something to you. But he is upset, whoever the energy is, he, she, if it's the male or if it's the female, they're trying to figure out a way to put this shit to an end. Because these people, these groups, their coven, their posse, they're not gonna stop coming for the collective here. So y'all should, yeah, they lied. Yeah. They lied. They lied to a bunch of people. This whole lied to a whole lot of people. Okay. There was a lot of confusion this person caused. They lied. So this person is, yeah, and I just saw the sun. They're going to expose the lies. Ooh. They lied about being enlightened themselves. They could have lied about being of God. They could have lied, you know, on you. Yeah. Or could have been like, I want to invest in, like, you know. Yeah, they lied about their investments even. They lied about the motivation. They caused misjudgment. This person to misjudge something here. To confuse the situation. This was unforgivable. So this person is going to expose it. There's the sun again. They expose it. They try to use judgment of God or something like that. They lied about an ending. They lied about being blocked, why something is blocked off, why you all are not talking. They lied to people. They said that you were lying. That's what they're going around telling people now. Puppy.
Corey, go get this off my shoulder.
Okay, hold on real quick, guys.
Corey, please.
Okay, I was being nosy. I love animals. Got my attention. I get into a whole other mode when I start seeing animals. It's like I start talking baby talk. Anywho, um, yeah, they lied about why you all were closed and blocked off. You know, they lied about wanting to, you know, in this depiction, there's a lady that's in like the yoga pose. It looks like she's trying to work on her chakras and stuff. Like they cause people to misunderstand who you are and what you're doing. And they really leaned into people's ignorance about things, unfortunately. Okay. So this person is now, yeah, they see you as some kind of earth angel, Sagittarian energy here, or you or your son. Like they lied. These people lied, and this person knows it. They know. They know. Yeah, they know about the past. They know. Six of Cups. They lied about what took place. They lied about why you're not working. They lied about why you all didn't want to build with them. They lied. They just lied. They lied, they lied, they lied, they lied, they lied. They lied about teaming up with people to work against you. They lied, they lied, they lied. They lied about stealing your work. They lied about what you do for work. They lied, they lied, they lied. This person's going to expose it. They got the goods, baby. They got the goods. Oh, I have Verge about to reveal, confess. They finna, I told you they finna some barbecue nuts. Barbecue nuts. Barbecue. I smell barbecue nuts. Somebody tired of this shit. They're like, fuck it, I need to purge. Cause my conscience, I still got mine, bitch. I gotta purge. Fuck what they on. Yeah. Look at that. Interesting, huh? Yeah. They haven't taken any action yet, but they are definitely wanting to stop the actions of these people with Bounty Hunter going into the reverse. We have a divorce here, a final irreconcilable differences. Somebody's facing their fears because they realize, like, wow. Okay, so let's see what it is that they are accepting about you that they know is true and that they realize is a part of why what's going on is going on. Okay, I see, first of all, I am a delight. These people didn't want you to be a delight. They wanted you miserable so that folks wouldn't see you as a delight. Because listen, if you're miserable, if you're, you know, being stalked, if you're being harassed, if people are intentionally bugging you and your children, then it's going to be hard to see. You know, they're going to see you griping. They're going to see you bitching and moaning. They're going to see you complaining. They're going to see that side of you. So a part of what these people have been doing, because they don't want people to see you as what's true of you. So let's keep them bugged. Let's keep them annoyed. Let's keep them irritated. Let's keep them agitated. Let's keep them and their children flustered. You know? But so this person that's going to blow the roof off of it, they're going to blow the roof off of it. They're in the Seven of Pentacles. It's a plan. It's a strategy. So they're investing in how they could expose it, what they can do, because they see these people trying to seriously hurt you and your children, and then they're not going to leave you alone. They're just not going to leave you alone. They're not going to stop. Brutally honest. It says, they said don't give up on your dreams, so I went back to sleep. They could be like, I don't rise and shine. I caffeinate and hope for this. They know that you're tired of dealing with this shit. Like, you're tired. You're tired of these narcissists. You're tired of people feeling entitled to know your business. You're just tired. You're tired. You're tired of the lies. You're tired of the games. You're tired of the excuses. You're just tired.
Corey. So I was super agitated and annoyed because I'm at the register. And
It says, I have selective hearing. You were not selected. They know that you're trying to, you know, that people, a lot of the people that's attacking you is because of folks that you don't want nothing to do with anymore because of how they were treating you. And they know that you're tired of that. Oh, yeah, they know that you're tired of this shit that people are trying to do. They're trying to drive you nuts, make you dizzy and crazy and exhausted with the bullshit. They know. And they're trying to make it look like it's just something wrong with you. They know that. It says, don't stress your mistakes. It's probably fine. You know what? That sounds like not my problem. Tired of people having an issue with you and not knowing how to just, if they just mind their own life and business, they don't have to worry about you. Like, you don't got to worry. It says, don't be sad it's over, be mad it ever happened. Yeah. They know that people have been doing stuff to try to make your mind bad, try to make your intelligence bad, your brain. Like, they know that a lot of this is because people are offended by your intelligence. They're offended by your creativity. And so they're basically just trying to rot your brains with anger, with, you know, burnout. Wow. So let's end this. I've been here a long time. I gotta clear my energy some more. I gotta go check on my boy and all that good old stuff. Let's go ahead and get you your encouragements. As I said, hey, to each his own. If this is your story at all, please be wise, safe, practical, grounded. Get all the professional help you feel guided to get. Blase, 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 blase. Okay? If you're in a situation where these people are infecting your life, infecting all of your opportunities, all of your resources, everywhere you go, everything you do, you know, go ahead and get the process. Look into how to get the Rico charges started. Keep records of all of that, because these are things that you're going to be adding to the case. And then from there, you know, let just, you do what you can and let it unfold. And whoever this may very well be, they know something you don't. They have access to something you don't. And let them, because it looks like somebody is already on it. Okay? And they could have, for them to know this much, like I said, maybe they were involved at some point. Okay? Because how do you have that kind of proof like that unless you were close enough, you know? Okay, so let's get your final encouragement and we're done. I didn't show the cards, but I'm sure you all should be able to hear me. And let's see. Okay, we talk a lot about mental health here, and when people are making sure, hopefully y'all can still hear me, where people are trying to make sure you're disturbed, that's alarming. And I'm not saying you know that it's not everyone, but you know who the individuals are. Uh-oh. Okay, somebody did the puppy. Oh, the puppy gonna get this whooping. Okay, I'm sorry. See, look at nosy. Every time it's something with animals. Okay, so what's your encouragement? Okay, take care of yourself, and I know you're trying, and I know that they're trying to make sure that it's difficult for you to do it. They being those that are involved, not innocent life. Okay, those that are involved, those that are participating, those that are in the know. Okay. So what's your encouragement for you and your children? What's the encouragement for you and your children? What's the matter with the pup?
I know, it's what I'm trying to do. Why are you fucking having you out? That's what I'm asking. The food that you get.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, I do love animals. I'm a cat lover, but I like dogs too. Ever want to melt my heart? Animals. They get me every time. My whole little defenses go bye-bye. I'll be like, oh, it's so cute, your boo-boo. Turn into a whole nother language. It's like, because they're so cute. I just like that they're not corrupted like us. I think that's what it is. It's like they don't have that bullshit, you know? They don't care if my wig is crooked or not, you know? They don't care if a bitch wig is fried. Or I look like the flying nun. You know what I'm saying? They don't care if the wig if my wig look like it's a corpse. Oh shit! Like they still like me and love me. My cat Osiris, he loved me when my wig was tore up. He loved me when the wig ain't on. He loved me when I'm feeling well. He loved me even more when I wasn't. See, and that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Your encouragement, if this is for you, the encouragement is, whatever these people, the Wheel of Fortune energy, the 10, this wheel is going to turn. People that could have been projecting that you're lazy and neglectful, okay? But these are individuals that are actually lazy and neglectful, which is why they look for nefarious deals, which is why they're looking for a shortcut coming up off of somebody else's pain and suffering and demise. This was very unkind behavior to you. This was very harsh. This was very cruel. This is going to turn for you, okay? It's going to turn. Yeah, because you're breaking a cycle, okay? You've been working hard to break cycles for your life. And it has been largely misunderstood or tainted with or interfered with. And then people who you could have been going through this since you were 37. Good gravy, God. You know, something like that. But we have 2 10s here. 10. This could be like 20 years of abuse. Of trying to unravel from toxic family dynamics, from abuse cycles, from your own stuff, like working hard. And people just keep tampering with you to make it seem like you're perpetuating cycles. You see that? So you're healing, but people keep fucking with you. So this is going to change. This whole wheel is going to turn in your favor here. There was fraud and misrepresentation pertaining to you, and something is going to be made right here. People are lying. People are factioning documents and paperwork. Yeah, motivation, you know, because how motivated you are. We have extreme opposites or opposing factions. This could have kicked in at 45. And, you know, yeah, just stay motivated. You know, people are coming for you, trying to take that from you, getting luxury off of you, while keeping you in suffrage. Like, that's going to change. People been able to just like get your ideas. steal you and your children's energy, you know, steal your shit, keep y'all, I just saw royalty, keep you all. That's changing. People are supposed to get barbecue nuts. Barbecue nuts. I smell it. I smell the nuts on the stick. Barbecue nuts. Being able to get luxury off of you while trying to set you up and entrap you and keep you limited, making you feel like you're a problem, while they dilly-dally off with your creativity. While they sit up acting like they insightful and shit. Bitch, you watching my shit. Ain't the other way around, guarantee that. Guarantee. It says fruition and the realization of, oh, you're gonna have the realization of your dreams and shit. Right? People keep trying to steal. So be motivated, like stay motivated. You're getting the fruition one way or the other. With this 19 energy, I have a 9 and a 9 and a 10 and a 10. Ooh. You're a real humanitarian. You ain't no fraud. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no fraud. You're legit. You know what I'm saying? You don't have attachments to it. It's like you don't need people's soul, their blood, their firstborn, bitch. You know, you don't need their dignity for them to prove that they appreciate your kindness. You see, people who need all that, it's narcissism there. If you're truly kind and it's for your heart, you're not extra like that. You're like, I'm doing this because my heart wants to do it and I'm in a position to do it. And I am elated at being able to help somebody and I don't need them to lick my damn ass crack. I don't need them to lick my bootstraps to show me, because I have fulfillment in myself and in life in other ways. I'm not attaching my importance and my fulfillment through people's reactions of my kindness. My kindness is because I want to be kind. Sure, I like appreciation, but it's not something that is required. Sure, we like people to say thank you and have manners, but even that has a cap. How much of that do you need for your little $1,000 that you gave? Do this person have to tolerate you talking shit to them, being inhumane, disrespectful to them because you gave them $1,000? Then it ain't even worth it, nigga. It ain't even worth it. They have to lose their dignity in order to get help from you. They have to let you treat them, infantile them like they 7 years old and they're 50. For you to give your little stank ass, you know what I'm saying, your little $100. That ain't no philanthropist. That ain't no humanitarian. Humanitarians aren't attached. I guarantee you that. Y'all see it. You see it. They're not attached. They honor when people are like, oh my God, thank you, thank you. That honors them, but it's not like they're sitting up there. It's like, okay, no, okay. I'm glad that you're glad. Because that's what this is. I don't need my name in lights. I don't need a reference and shout out. I'm in a position to help. I'm guided to help. I'm glad I could help. I made a difference. I know this in my heart, and that's all that matters. And I don't need a piece of your business. If this is not a business negotiation is one thing. But if this is not a business negotiation, then I'm not looking for kudos. That's you. I'm glad I served on your path to help you. I'm happy that I played a teensy-wincy role in making sure that you and your children were okay. So that the day that comes, you write this book, you go on this talk show, you do whatever you do, you made it. And I'm glad I was able to serve
to help you through some of the darkest nights of your life when people were trying to fucking kill you. They were trying to fry your brains. They were trying to stress you out so that you would age and so that you get sick and your children. These are whack jobs that really need to be barbecue balls. Don't be mad at me. I don't know why people be mad at me. If folks are innocent, then I'm not talking about innocent people. I'm not like that. I'm not. If this does not apply to people, then it flies. I'm not into that. Okay, I don't have hatred burning in my heart like that. Just just for people because whatever, because they're different than me. I'm not like that. I've never been like that. I'm not like that. So when y'all hear my vibe coming off like that, I promise you, it's just referencing people that they're sick. They're kind of sick. Okay, they hurting people. They're hurting innocent lives intentionally. Okay, whether it's for their own survival or for their own hatred. That's me. That's the issue I have. I don't carry hate. Okay, I'm not like that. I actually matured past a lot of things a long time ago, realizing that people don't have to be like me. They don't have to see this world the way I do. They don't have to think the way I do. They don't have to believe the way that I do. And it doesn't mean that they're less than me. It doesn't mean that they're a demon incarnate if they're not behaving as such. The reason why you all hear me calling motherfuckers like that is because they cold killers, nigga, and live in color in plain sight. Oh, how
so beautiful.
See,
It's nice to hear that.
Oh,
It's nice to hear that because I feel the same way, and it's like this world's full of so much crap.
yeah.
It's beautiful. You put off a good aura too, so God bless you.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I enjoyed your doggy.
Thank you.
Okay.
You pissed me off.
I understand. See. Kindness. I didn't know that I was saying anything that could remotely at all, because I'm too busy focused on what I'm trying to tell y'all. So I didn't know, but it's like, see that? Do you see what I'm saying? I'm just being myself, imperfectly myself, flawed. I'm simply being myself. And there's people playing in my energy right now. I'm aware of that. I'm not talking about what you all just heard. I'm saying within my field. Okay, because they like I said, these people, it's like they take their medicine. They driving around in circles. I swear that's how I feel. I swear I do. It's like they didn't take their meds, bitch. They talk about I need meds, bitch. They didn't take their meds. And no disrespect, I have a disabled son. I do not have no hatred and ill will in my heart towards people struggling with needles. I'm someone who struggled with needles as a result of abuse, as is my son. So I'm not like that either. I honor people who are trying to survive their abuse and the things that have happened to them. So I'm not like that. Okay? It's not like that. To me, I highlight the people that these fat cats, okay, these motherfuckers sitting up on their fat asses. Torturing motherfuckers for hire. Like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about people who, they got PTSD, CPTSD, anxiety, you know what I'm saying? Shit that's been happened to people. People that done shit sometimes. Okay? Because you can still be a good and kind person and have those things. You can, you see what I'm saying? Having mental health eagles doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad person. People could be bad people that seem to have their head on straight. Now go and figure that one out. They seem to have their head on straight. They seem to got it together. They got a house, they got a car, they got a 401k, they got a career. Their clothes is neat, clean, and pristine. Sometimes they're the nut jobs. Watch American Psycho. Sometimes it's them, baby. It ain't the ones that be sitting there holding their head or look like they're stressed out. Sometimes it's the ones that looks like they're dead in the eyes and stone in the face. Sometimes it's them. Because they terrorize the motherfuckers behind the scenes. Y'all see, watch American Psycho. Nigga was nuts. But he had a briefcase and he had perfectionism. He had a briefcase and a pristine home. So I'm not even, it ain't like that for Gloomy Bloom, okay? I can't speak about everybody else. I'm not like that. I actually do have empathy, compassion. If my brains were to be put under the fucking shit, my shit will light up like it's supposed to. For the empathies and shit. It ain't like that. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have the realization of your dreams, and this ambition that people have had, stop your ambition, or to unpleasant thoughts, forgetfulness, to try to make you forget about yourself, to give up on yourself, to give up on your hopes and dreams, and send in subliminal messages and spell work and all sorts of shit. To get you to give up on yourself and your dreams, hopes, goals, dreams, and aspirations. Don't. Stay motivated, okay? You're being encouraged. Your team, you know, is encouraging you. Yeah. Because this shit, barbecue nuts, is on its way. These rasteros and vagabonds, this 13 energy, there's going to be a purification of these devils. 15 energy, 15 and 13, baby. Capricorn and Scorpio, these devils in your energy. This treason and this revolt, they're going to have a fucking tower. 16, their asses is going to have a fucking tower. This shit is coming to an end. Their asses being able to continue to create towers for you for hire, so that their asses, their fat cat asses. Yeah. This is being purified. This unnatural. These people are unnatural. Oh my God, the card says it. I didn't say it. The card says unnatural. They're unnatural. They have an unnatural passion to hurt you. This is unnatural. It ain't nothing godly. They might as well put their Bibles, their script, they might as well put all their fake shit down. This is unnatural. There's a lot of flies, y'all. I'm sitting outside and by the trash can, so you're going to keep hearing the spray, because it's like I'm literally by the trash cans, and so there's lots and lots of bugs, mosquitoes, flies, and stuff like that. So I'm just, you hear me spraying. Yeah, this is unnatural. These people, this is unnatural. Keep trying to cause delays for you. You've been dealing with unnatural delays, and then they try to disguise this as natural delays. Oh, there's always this is it's a process. It's unnatural to try to delay somebody's life. This is a natural obsession that these folks, they need evaluation. They need the evaluation that they're saying that you need. That they're going around telling these leaders, these case managers, these authority figures, they need the evaluation that they say you need, because this is unnatural. The delays in your life were not natural. There's been delays, indiscretion, and lie telling, because these people are lying. And this could have been happening for a whole year, the whole year, or something that took place in December. These lies, these people are lying. Or if you're in a situation to where it's like these people forced your hand, they forced your life for survival. You know what I'm saying? They kept trying to force your hand into shit. Yeah, malevolence. This is malevolence. I talked about this earlier. This is malevolent behavior. They're driving around this neighborhood as I speak doing rituals. Don't get it twisted. There's cult members that are on the property, and there's cult members that are driving around doing rituals. Some of them park in the alleyways. They sprinkle shit around here. As they drive up and down the street, they throw shit over here. Some of them live in this neighborhood. This is malevolent. You've been dealing with people's malevolent behavior. For some of you, it's 15. These could be significant markers of your life. Age 6, age 10, age 37. I'm saying age 15, age 37. Or age 15, age 16, age 37, age 19. These could be years for some of you that these people have been addicted to this unnatural behavior. These could be significant markers. Okay? And at 42, they could have done something really sick. A political authority figure here. It's unnatural. Their criticism, it's unnatural. Criticizing you, it's unnatural. Trying to say that you're unnatural is unnatural of them. Who gave them the manual? Who gave them, because of what they're choosing to believe, to determine? You're not the one that's stalking and harassing them and their children, calling it some kind of mission for God. Yeah, you're gaining some victory over this cruelty here. People was trying to say that you were lazy. You were surviving malevolent behavior. It's these people that are lazy. They're lazy with their soul. Their soul stench. They're lazy. They're lazy with knowing about things beyond what they know. That's what they're lazy at. They're lazy with getting abundance outside of cruelty on other people. They want the shortcut in life. They want this fusion center shit. Liberation. You're being liberated. Just keep on. You're getting this liberation. You're going to get this liberation and this victory from these people that are jealous, that are trying to make you lazy as they hide their obsession and addiction, to come against your life and shit. Okay? All right, we're at 1 hour and 32 minutes. Osiris says, Clean your energy. And definitely, I have to find creative and innovative ways to do it. You can bet your bottom dollar as they're casting spells in real time. You can bet your bottom dollar. I'm about to alchemize this shit. It says, I'm worthy of a long-term and loving companion, and you are enough just as you are. Yeah, these people did not want you to feel that way. They didn't want you to feel that way. They didn't want nobody to feel like you were that way. And that is why the stalking, the harassment tries to affect you, because they don't want people to see you as. They want people to see you as someone lazy, to see you as someone who has low self-worth and self-esteem, to see you as somebody who is not relationship material. That's what this abuse is as well. So they can go around and say, they just lazy. They just lazy. These bitches can't do shit without sending a universal text to each other. Bitch, please. Bye.